Welcome to Travel Like an Ocean. Tonight I'll be evaluating the restaurant 150 on Oasis of the Seas. Tonight's meal, it is a specialty restaurant on the ship, and as soon as the food starts coming out, I will let you know how it goes. I'm looking forward to this and I'm very excited. So far, I'm having a great time. The ambiance is great. You hear in the background the music is mellow and chill. More after this. So I have to say that the menu is pretty impressive. I'm looking at the appetizers right now, and then they have entrees and cheese and dessert. So I want to try to get through all the courses, torn between the pan-seared veal medallions and the roasted tenderloin of beef for two. Duck, the veal, or the tenderloin. I want the tenderloin, but I'm leaning towards the veal. On the appetizer front, I'm looking at the crispy Berkshire pork belly. I think I want to try that. Oh no, scratch that. I see this braised short rib. That is my appetizer. I got it. Braised short rib. It's definitely for the appetizer. Let's go with the braised short rib.
Absolutely.
Okay. And I need your opinion on the entree. I'm torn between the veal, the duck, and the beef tenderloin.
Beef tenderloin.
Oh, really?
You will never
No hesitation.
go wrong.
Even though I'm having the braised short rib.
Yeah, because it's different meat as well. Yeah, the braised short rib is slowly cooked to perfection to be like really, really soft and tender. Mm-hmm. But the beef tenderloin, like this is also the most tender part of the meat.
So she made my decision easy. She told me to go with beef all around. I'm going with the braised as my appetizer, and then the beef tenderloin for my main course. So I'm happy with that decision. Now I will have a steakhouse that I'll be visiting later on in the cruise. So I hope that doesn't ruin that experience. I don't think it should, because it's going to be different. But she strongly recommended the beef tenderloin, so I'm going to go with her recommendation. With that, see you when the food comes out. So, a little background information. So, the overall ambiance of this eatery is excellent. It's beautiful decor. However, they seated me pretty far back in the restaurant. So, right behind me, behind this wall, is the kitchen. So, you're going to actually hear some of the work going on back there. That's a little disturbing for me, only because this is such a nice place, and to be put right next to the kitchen, I don't know. However, I do have a great vantage point of the whole restaurant. I just wish they would have put me on the opposite end of the restaurant so I don't have to listen to the hustle and bustle of back of house. That's the only real criticism I have to this point. Other than that, I'm very pleased with my surroundings here. They took me in without an issue. They sat me right away. She even said my last name correctly, which is tough for people seeing it for the first time. So very pleased with that. I feel welcomed. A lot of great small talk that was involved, and we'll see how things go. This lovely bread has butter truffle in it, and very appreciative of that. Yes.
Braised short rib with mascarpone polenta, yeah?
Okay.
With the natural au jus. Enjoy. Bon appetit, sir.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so let me move my glass so you can get a good look at this. I mean, this is an awesome plate. It's a hot plate, but it looks delicious. Natural au jus, polenta underneath, and let me cut into this beautiful short rib. My fork just goes in effortlessly. And here's the cup. Like butter. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, you don't get any better than that. Look at that. It's beautiful. Let's take a taste. It's literally melting in my mouth. I'm taking a little piece of this polenta and some of the bread. Out of the park home run. Try this with sopping it up with a little bit of bread. My knot of bread, which is pretty cool. This bread is so good. I gotta stay away from this because it's gonna fill me up before the main dish comes. Everything so far, absolutely delicious. So I wanted you to be here for my final bite of my appetizer. This braised rib was excellent. Home run. Very delicious. Very tasty. The meat fell apart in my mouth. Sometimes with these braised ribs, excuse me, the meat could be stringy and chewy. This isn't the case. However long they cook this, whatever process they used, they did an excellent job. I have no complaints about the braised rib. Now on to the main course. So I do want to note that the timing between courses has been really good as well. So from the time that I sat down, got my drink, which is right here, got my bread, got my appetizer, and now waiting for my main course. It doesn't seem rushed. It seems fairly fluid, and I'm happy with the service up to this point. Oh, that looks awesome.
Excellent. Sir, can you please cut the steak in the center to check if it's cooked well?
Sure. And would you recommend a wine for this pairing? I have the wine
if
packet,
you like,
so.
you have the deluxe package. Either Cabernet Sauvignon,
All right.
full bodied wine.
Yes, great.
Sir, I just want to check if it's
Yes.
cooked the way you like it. I'll get one in the bar.
Okay. Okay, so my main dishes come out. I have to say the plate looks great, the way they put everything together. This is what we're looking at here. It's delicious. About to cut into my steak to see if they got it medium, the way I requested it. Let's see here. Oh man, it's just the texture of the steak is incredible. It feels soft to the touch. I asked for a wine pairing, and she's gonna produce that for me. I want you to take a look at that. That is a medium steak the way I love it. So, plenty of pink. Gonna have a lot of taste in this. I know a lot of people like to have their steak well done, but I don't like the prospect of eating a piece of leather. This is excellent. Also have some asparagus and some mashed and some carrots on my plate, which look equally delicious. Let's turn that so you can see that. Move this out of the way. So the vegetable presentation is great on my plate. The sauce is delicious. Let's go for that first bite. Bon appetit. I mean, I know I sound like a broken record, but this is delicious. The other thing I noticed too is it's not heavily seasoned. I can taste the salt, but it's not over salted. Absolutely delicious. I have to have this with some bread, so I'm breaking my rule. Not having too much bread, but this warrants having some bread. I'll sop up a little gravy here. A little steak. I'm gonna do steak and some mash. So my wine just came. There we go. Cab Sav, Cabernet Sauvignon. Bouquet is lovely. Decent legs. Just take a taste. Very, very good. Especially with my steak. Cheers. All right, folks, this is the last bite of this incredible meal. A little green. The last piece of beef. I mean, look at that beautiful piece of beef. It's cooked like that throughout the entire steak. Cheers. Let me just savor this for a moment. Absolutely delicious. So I told myself I wasn't going to eat until I was absolutely stuffed. I'm perfect right now, but my waitress just recommended their fried cheesecake, so I can't say no. Even if it's just a couple bites, I have to try it. And I'll let you know what it tastes like in a few minutes. So this is it?
Fried cheesecake.
Okay.
Brush with Nutella and caramel sauce with the caramel popcorn.
And then, is this ice cream?
Whipped cream.
Oh, whipped cream.
Yeah.
Oh man, this looks delicious.
Enjoy, sir.
Oh, thank you. So let me give you a look at what this looks like. Oh my goodness, look at this. So it's fried cheesecake, whipped cream, Nutella, caramel, all designed in a beautiful design with popcorn on top. I mean, is that not a unique dessert? Let's take a taste of how this turned out. I'm going in for the fried part, which is always a good part. Very flaky, soft on the inside. Make sure I get all the right pieces with this. Got a little bit of everything. Got some caramel, got some chocolate, or I got some Nutella. I got the popcorn, certainly a cheesecake. Let's go in for the bite. So, there's a lot going on, texture-wise. It's not bad. Usually at this point in the meal, I want a more simplistic dessert. There's a lot of texture going on here and a lot of different tastes. So, it's not bad. And then I'm glad I tried it. But you know, I could have easily passed on this and still had a very satisfying meal. I'm not going to downgrade the entire experience based off the dessert, but the dessert is usually something I skip. And in this case, I just tried it because it was recommended. But I'm not going to recommend it to you unless you really are into dessert. And there are other desserts as well. So, yeah, let me go on to bite number 2. I'll get more of this cheesecake. I try to get every element in the bite. Chocolate and whipped cream, cheesecake, and some popcorn. Let's take it. Yeah, it's not bad. It rolls on you a little bit. But again, I'm not going to be yearning for this dessert. It's good, but it's not as good as the entire meal. All right, let me give a summary of how this meal went tonight. So, again, we're at 150 Central Park. It's a specialty dining restaurant on the Oasis of the Seas. This restaurant also exists on other Oasis class ships. And I have to tell you, I had the best time. The food was great. The service was excellent. The ambiance was superb. I really recommend this. And I'll go on to say that even though there's regular dining that you don't have to pay for, it is well worth an investment of getting a specialty dining package. Get a 3-night package so you can sample at least 3 of the restaurants on a 7-day voyage. It's definitely worth it, and I'm highly recommending 150 Central Park for its selection, its foods, its ambiance, its people. Yeah, you can't go wrong, and this is certainly something that you want to experience at least once on your cruise. I just talked to the chef, very nice guy, came over, introduced himself, talked about the restaurant and how happy he was to see me here. It's a mutual admiration society because it was very satisfying to be a part of this experience, and I was glad that I did this review on this restaurant. I have nothing but good things to say about it. Again, if you're on any of these Oasis class ships and you want to experience fine dining at its finest, you certainly want to look into restaurants like the 150 Central Park. With that, this is Eric Oching from Traveling Like an Oching. See you next time. Hello.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
How you doing, Chef?
How are you doing? How's your dinner?
Excellent.
So,
Dinner was great.
Everything is good.
Perfect. Yeah, the steak was cooked excellently.
Mm-hmm.
The appetizer, my braised rib.
Yeah,
just
braised
melted
rib.
Yeah, it just melted in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The dessert was great.
Thank you.
So very pleased with everything that was served tonight.
Thank you.
Compliments to you and your team.
So thank you for coming here tonight.
Yes.
So how's your cruise so far?
I mean, it's great. It's day 3.
Yes.
It's almost over.
It's
Back to
still-
reality soon, so I'm not liking that. But yeah, it's been absolutely tremendous up to this point. Yeah.
Yeah, with this situation we try to. Yeah, everything is good.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming tonight. Thank you. For
Yes.
choosing.
Thank you for a great meal.
I'll see you again.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
we have a few more days to go.
Yes.
And then, or maybe next cruise, next time, we never know. It's
Yeah.
a small world.
Yeah. Well,
So thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you. Have a
Good
good
night.
night. Thank you.
Remember to like and subscribe and click that bell. Bye.